first. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, McCaffrey. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the run game early, didn't they?
They did in a small sample size that we've seen so far. A pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On first down, Corral. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And Corral will throw it. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Joe Tryon in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
For a guy still in his second year in the NFL, this is obviously a big spot for him to try and fill. Able to engineer the victory in the wild card round last weekend. That's got to give him confidence, and it's got to elevate the confidence of his teammates as well. But as he said after the win, things are only going to get tougher from there. He understands the situation he's in. He understands what's ahead of him in this one.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. Banks completes it to Quick. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Again, it's Fournette. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Quick. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 12 more yards there and another first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 1st and 10, Banks looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Banks, he's got some room to operate. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Cade Otton, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved, fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off the bootleg, Banks. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Banks got his man over the middle. This is quick. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Fournette once more on second down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Banks gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it fourth down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Corral here working from the gun. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here's Corral on first down. That's to Marshall on the quick slant. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Corral looking to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing here, Corral. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. Of course, he's coming off that monster game in their wild card victory, but that's his first catch here in the divisional round.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Corral taking a shot here for Marshall. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Now, first down run there for Fournette, but it won't accomplish much as he'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Off play action. Banks. He's got Higbee complete right side. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Back to throw. Banks. A bullet throw, but incomplete. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, here's Corral. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey dances by him. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Switching it up, Corral going to throw here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Now after the sack, you got Corral and the Panthers here staring at a tough play, 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Here's Corral. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
To throw again. Banks. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first down. Banks. Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back to throw again. And this one's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down. Here's Corral with it. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 65 yards. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point up and through, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. A final shot before break. Banks, and he slings one that's incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's take a look.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw on second down. Banks. 7 yards there and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Banks. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
Up the gut, Fournette. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. A pass underneath for Fournette. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Banks over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block.
Touchdown! Tyler Higbee from 4 yards out. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From the 6. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Off the play fake. Here's Corral. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Corral. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's Corral on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Barber. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Corral. Wheaton with a catch right side. On 3rd and 1, Corral. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They were certainly in field goal range, opted to go for it. Hey, they were able to pick it up.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, but look at it this way. The kicker had missed one before, so they decided to stay out and go for it, and it worked. But now, just one missed field goal and you're not trusting him? He'll be visiting a team psychiatrist this week because he's going to want some answers about why they wouldn't put him back out on the field.
Hubbard is in. Touchdown, Carolina. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Corral throwing for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Operating from the gun. Banks. Got a man. It's Higbee complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down. I'm going to be a gain of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. They'll run it again with Fournette. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Here's a give to Fournette. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Looking to throw. Banks. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his second touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter play. Looking sideline, incomplete. The offense on 3rd down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. 3rd down, Corral. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Corral to throw once again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And that pick 6, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Corral getting right back to it after the pick 6. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10, Corral. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 3rd down, Corral. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Corral, another throw coming toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And Corral will throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have been big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
4th down, desperation time. Here's Corral. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Off play action. Banks. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Banks. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Corral. He lets one go deep for Wheaton. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Corral. And that is incomplete. Fourth down, here's Corral. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify. 76 yards on the ground for Fournette. It's a first down.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the 4th quarter when you've got the lead, your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. To throw on 2nd down. Banks. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Banks. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bucs are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Extra point up and good by Sanders. stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here. Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. To throw again on second down. Corral. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender and work to the defense's advantage on that play.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Corral. And a throw there going to be incomplete. They'll go for it on 4th. Here's Corral. And Marshall's got it. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. To the air again with Corral. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Corral, another throw on 2nd down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Joe Tryon able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Talk about two sides of the ball across purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. They're front 7. They've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Now after the sack, you got Corral and the Panthers here staring at a tough play, 3rd and long. Over the middle, complete. That's Marshall. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
4th down. Here's Corral. He's going to look deep for more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Second down, back to Fournette. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 31. 90 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.